Jezbean, hello! Good morning, Jezza. How are you? We have some happy and not happy stuff today. And I think we're gonna start off with the not happy. So you know what I'm saying? Son of a bitch, I gotta log in. Why no first redeem? What do you mean why no first redeem? What do you mean? Need hugs? It's more like the gaming industry needs hugs. But more than hugs. We need to kill some Australian moms, I think. I hope I updated my password for this site. I don't know if I did. Is it gonna authenticate me? Or is it gonna, like, does it remember this device? It remembers this device. Fucking nice, dude. No channel point redeemed to claim you were first in chat. But if you claimed it, you'd be the only person that saw it because you'd be the first in chat. I mean, I guess technically not. Oh, I guess it depends. Hold on, my stupid Elgato, dude. Oh, because everyone who comes later? That's true, I guess they would still technically see it, yeah. I could... I mean, that'd be an easy redeem, I could do that. That's something we could work on today that's, like, more fun. It becomes a competition to see who took it? Oh my god. Oh, you know what? What if it not only gave you, like, first in chat, but it, like, gave you a badge, right? So everyone knew every time you chatted, you were the first one in chat today. That'd be... I want to see if I can swing that. That's actually kind of fun. You get a badge, and then you're also the person that redeemed it. See, a lot of people have first, second, and third. Really? Ooh, okay, Jezza. Yeah, I like that idea, dude. That's fun. Jezza, I need to keep you around all the time. What was I doing? I was fixing that. Okay, so... yeah, if you want to show me an example, that'd be awesome. Would love. So, there's some problems. It's a 10-minute video. That's not bad. Okay, so I will show you the bad today. And it's gonna suck. It's not good.
The censorship problem.
Oops, it's really loud. I'm like 75. So, Visa and MasterCard is one thing. And then we have this stupid fucking group called Collective Shout, Jezza. And this Collective Shout group is a bunch of fat, old, angry Australian moms who have no life. And they decided to take it out on games and gamers. And they want to censor, basically, you know, a big portion of the industry, which is, like, anything remotely sexy. They make claims, it's, oh no, we're afraid of child pornography or rape or whatever. But, like, that's barely in any games. And especially the child pornography, that's not in games. And between itch and Steam, they vet their shit. But this group is claiming some bullshit in order to simply control something else. And not only is that fucking garbage, but if they succeed, then that means it's a very slippery slope, and they're going to control the rest of the industry, and eventually they'll say, well, we don't like guns either. Same with Visa and MasterCard, they're doing a similar thing, where they have cracked down on basically, like, not safe for work kind of games, not safe for gaming games. I don't, you know what I mean? Nude shit. Nude, sexy sex stuff. And, but here's the thing. Visa and MasterCard, you take payment, and then you shut the fuck up. That's your job, right? That's their job. And now they're saying, no, we're going to censor something now. Absolutely not. So that's territory they should not be in. They have no right to. They have absolutely zero fucking right to censor anything. They take payment, and then they go the fuck away. That's what they do. That's their fucking job. Why they want to censor stuff all of a sudden, I don't know or understand, but I am not here for it. Because they can easily, because they already don't like guns either, so they could censor guns out of every single game ever. So, I don't know if they're about to just, like, destroy their own brand with this censorship bullshit or what. But I don't know. And I swear to God, if Elon Musk, I don't like the dude, but if he makes an alternative payment option that suffices, does what MasterCard and Visa does, but then doesn't censor shit, I will fucking switch. Like, on everything. He's been talking about it. And I don't want to be that guy that's like, wow, Elon, because I'm not. But like, if that's the only other option I got, I'll fucking do it. But doesn't he also censor shit? He censors shit directly involving him because he's a little shit. But as far as other stuff, no. He lets people scream, as far as I can tell. And he definitely does not censor games. At all. He doesn't give a fuck what people play. So in terms of at least that, it would be a better choice. I mean, anybody at any time could change their mind, right, Jezza? At any time. And be like, I'm gonna censor stuff. But, like, that's the risk you gotta take. You don't have a choice. With our supreme overlords, all rich, a bunch of rich CEO assholes trying to control the world. And us little guys just trying to enjoy our fucking lives. So if it becomes an option, I'll fucking do it, dude. I don't know what it is about this yogurt, Jezza. It's exhausting, Jezza. It really is. I don't know what it is about this yogurt. This is the only yogurt that so far is not fucking destroying me. And if anything, it's like calming my gut down. Which is crazy to me. It's a non-fat yogurt. That's Greek-ish. I don't know. It's Oikos 000. Where does it, like, where's like a proper description? I don't know. It's got a lot of protein and shit. Sodium, a little bit of carbs, a little bit of cholesterol. Not bad. Like, next to no sugar, which is nice, but I don't know. It's not fucking me up yet. It's crazy. Live bacteria? Dude, I don't know. I don't know. It's like super filtered or something. Greek yogurt? What's this blended? I don't know what that means. Live bacteria should check? Okay. Part of the Danone family. I don't know why I said that. Ingredients: cultured grade A non-fat milk, water, natural flavors, tapioca starch, stevia, lemon juice concentrate? Oh, sea salt. Nice. Vitamin D3 yogurt cultures. S. Thermophilus. Wait. Thermophilus. And L. Bulgaricus. What the fuck are these names? It has live and active cultures. Good for you. I don't know what this has versus other Greek yogurts with the cultures and shit. But, I'm telling you, out of all the Greek yogurts and any yogurts I've tried of any other kind, was it live cultures when you made a face at? I make a face at everything, dude. Everything. But it's really nice to find something that, like, I can eat and it doesn't fucking destroy me. So I got 2 tubs of this thing. And I'm gonna try to stay on it and eat it often, especially snacking and stuff, and just see what happens. Oh, its milk is sourced from Canada. Interesting. Which cares so much more about their food? I believe it. Anybody other than the US cares more about their food. That is for fucking sure. The US just puts sugar in everything and says, cool, we're done. Let's make money. So, you know. Did this thing turn? Is the ghost fucking with me? I swear to God, dude. I might have a ghost. Did you know most vegan foods in the USA aren't actually vegan? Wait, what do you mean? Like vegetarian or something? Because there's like traces of, I guess, animal byproduct or something? Oh, because you use shrimp meal and fertilizer? Wow. But in Canada, they don't shrimp meal and fertilizer. I guess that makes sense to reuse that. But in Canada, they don't? Ah. Interesting. Shrimp meal. Okay. That's weird. I get it, though. I mean, it all decomposes either way. It's good for the plants, right? Shrimp meal. Okay. That's weird to think about. I'm still processing those two words in combination in my head, Jezza. We heard so much about other countries and their food choices. Oh, yeah, they're all better. They're all better. They all have less sugar. And that's the main thing with American food is, like, some of it is like the shit you just described, but then a lot of it is sugar. The sugar in all of our foods is so bad, dude. It's so rampant. It's one of the downsides of capitalism, right? To be fair, Jezza, Japan is not a solid example, and I'll tell you why. A, they're incredibly xenophobic. They do not like outsiders. They barely promote tourism. And they're basically a hive mind. They all live in a very structured, similar way. They have rules. They have cultural, subconscious rules. I don't know how you explain that. So I don't think that's the best example. But you've got plenty of other countries to pick, and I believe you, Jezza. I believe you before you even say it. I fucking believe you. I mean, the main problem with America is just too much sugar and everything. And probably too much sodium. Like, they just won't chill the fuck out, dude. Tasty, tasty sugar? Legolas, the way you... Tasty, tasty sugar. Oh, that reminds me! That's why it makes me think of it and Pennywise. Tasty, tasty fear. That's what it makes me think of. You just Pennywise today, Legolas? I heard the ladies love that. I'm just saying. They love a good goth murder clown. Or, well, you know, goth in their heart, anyway. Jezza says, because their citizens are super picky and will leave very specific reviews, and if someone has leave a bad review, people will not go there. Unlike here, where you get people leaving bad reviews just because they can. Yeah, for sure. But like I said, Japan is also very locked down. And, man, you gotta... it's a whole different, like, species almost, honestly. It's bizarre. It's incredible. And, like, I get it. I understand why you want to protect your culture and protect your good living and protect your economy, everything you fucking built, the infrastructure, and keep it away from outsiders. I get it. Be xenophobic. I understand. Just don't be racist pricks. But, like, if you want to keep people out that are not of your culture, I understand. I have nothing against that. Everyone's allowed to protect their own culture and their own territory. I get it. Legolas says, it's not the sugar and sodium you have to worry about. It's all the chemicals they put in everything to make everyone easier to control. Legolas, shut the fuck up. No, there are chemicals. You're right. Most of the problem is sugar, though. It really is. Sugar is addictive. Sugar makes everything tastier, unfortunately. It fucks up your taste buds, so you can't really go backwards once you have a sugar in your diet. It only builds upwards, unfortunately. It's very cheap to do. And, yeah, it keeps you addicted, dude. And it probably adds... It for sure adds to GI issues. 100% does. Diabetes. And probably, like, cancer and shit, too. Oh, if you look up the states with the highest cancer rate, it's the agricultural states because of the pesticides. I believe it, dude. Absolutely believe it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They're so concerned that, yeah. Hopefully they'll find a pesticide that doesn't fuck us up, but I don't know, man. Legolas says they haven't perfected their recipes yet, so y'all aren't mindless drones yet. Legolas, shut up. Go to sleep. What sort of fucking god, dude? I'm not ready for you this morning. Chill out. Oh my god. This fucking dude. Just this, or, you know, we could just stop. Yeah, but money. Bugs are a essential part of the ecosystem, but people don't eat bugs. Not in the US. And they don't want bugs in their food, and they don't want the crops to be eaten. Because money. Because the government has fucked over farmers so fucking hard that they can't afford to lose anything. Like, straight up. And then there's, like, greed on top of that, you know? Listen, as much as I would love for the U.S., among many other countries, to be in an autonomous state with robots and a universal guaranteed income, it doesn't matter, and it's never going to happen. Because there will be greed and control always, and it's always just going to be a problem, dude. People are always going to lie to us about shortages or having too much supply. Look at the jewelry industry, Jezza. They've been lying for, like, literally centuries. Diamonds are so rare, gold is so rare. No, the fuck it isn't. It's incredibly common. And they've been tricking people for fucking centuries, dude. Greed, man. Greed. You know what a diamond is? It's just a shitty fucking rock that has very little, only but so much application in actual technology and other things. And then otherwise, no value. Other than saying, wow, that's a pretty rock. You know? You know? You love the stupidity of diamond history? Yeah, dude, it's bad. It's real bad. You want to become a prospector? I like shiny rock. Well, I like you. So are you a shiny rock? You don't want to pay stupid money? Rip. Rest in PP. Yeah, no, it's a lot. Even a homegrown... Well, a homegrown diamond is a lot cheaper. But if you get a bunch of little tiny diamonds to go with it, or depending on the metals you go with, it can be almost as expensive. Either way, the industry's fucking you, right? Like, you're not gonna steer clear of it. Oh, Jewish community deserves something after what they went through, so they got diamonds? What do you mean, Legless? I don't know what you're talking about. Did you just Ting Walla Walla Bing Bang me? Legless, what the fuck? You just Ting me, bro? Did you just Walla Walla Bing me, bro? Walla Bing Bang? Yeah, sorry. We're gonna watch a few videos today. At some point. And we're gonna look at the Visa MasterCard, I wouldn't say a crisis, but it is the gaming industry is in jeopardy. It is being threatened, severely threatened by the MasterCard Visa card shit and how they're censoring. All they do is take money, but for some reason they decided we want to censor games. Of all the fucking things on the planet that they have money that goes through, they said, we want to censor video games. Why? Batshit stuff, dude. They take payment and they should shut the fuck up. That's supposed to be what they do. The special train rides? What? Legless, are you okay? Is there a video explaining what you're trying to tell me? Because I'm very confused. Fucking... Calm down, Legless. Can't handle this early. Okay, so... I've got the other video up, and we'll watch a video. It's about 10 minutes long. Not terribly long. And it's it's very interesting. What is it? Collective... Bitch? Yes, this is the massive... massive... Yeah, see this dumb Australian bitch right here? This little thumbnail? Yeah. They are a bunch of old, angry Australian Karen moms that act like boomers, but they're not boomers, weirdly. They're of a younger generation. They actually might be millennials. I don't know yet. But they're a piece of shit, and we're gonna hear all about it today. I'm gonna start with this video, I think is good. But we'll get to it when we get to it. Seriously, it's a bunch of fat, ugly, miserable Australian moms. And they look kind of close to our age. They look like they've had a bunch of kids and they've been stressed out their whole life. right? Why else would they be moms, I guess? And they look older than us, but I guarantee you they're probably around our age, Jezza. Yeah. There's Karens in every age for whatever reason, and I wish they would all just, like, die off. Just die in a fire, I don't care. What's up, cool, awesome? CAD 24. I kind of like CAD 24. Can I call you CAD 24, cool, awesome, dude 24? I kind of dig it. CAD 24. Caddy waddy ooh. And I can ooh your name easier. Oh, I love that. Look, says, yeah, your brain is on hiatus, still refusing to get out of bed. It is, dude. I did some job searching this morning, and then my brain said, and I said no. And then I started scrolling on X, and then I started seeing a lot of shit about Visa and MasterCard essentially censoring shit. And then also Collective Shout.
Well, here we go again.
Sorry. And then Collective Shout essentially lying and claiming the most abysmal fucked up shit over something that's not actually happening just so they can control the gaming industry and get rid of anything remotely pretty. Right? Because these moms are tired of pretty girls in gaming? Question mark? You know what? You know what? I swear to God, dude. Like, I don't understand it. You know, you know, sometimes, you know how women are like, no, men are a threat to our, no, it's because of men we dress this way. No, I think it's because of women. I think it's because of women that you want to, like, dress all pretty and stuff. Other women. I think other women are I don't know, dude. Mom's complaining about pretty girls just because their looks are starting to fade. Basically, Legolas. That's the vibes I'm getting, at least subconsciously. Now, actively, they might be trying to protect their children, which is fine. Pro tip, don't let them on the internet. Or monitor their fucking internet. Or, you know, be a parent. Problem solved. As an IT person, I have no issues doing it. But I guess maybe they're not as smart. Maybe they need tools. I don't know. Good luck. You literally control the ISP and access to the ISP on whatever accounts and devices, and you can throttle and do all sorts of shit. But they'd rather attack the entire industry of gaming, which, by the way, Japan literally called them out directly, which is insane. Japan was like, you'll see it in one of the videos, but they were called out directly by the president or a president equivalent, I forget what it's called, in Japan, essentially as being a problem, and Japan refusing their shit and putting like a sanction on them or some shit. It's incredible. Too much active parenting for them, so they'd rather complain. Yeah, man, and see, that's not, ain't right, dude. Just control your kids. That's not hard. You don't need to control the world, just control yourself, right? But controlling people never want to control themselves. They want to control everything else around them. And that's what it boils down to. That's what most of life is control. It's really disgusting. Can't let people live. No. They're having fun and playing video games? Oh my god, I hate it, you know? It's bad, dude. It's bad. I think the biggest threat to women is other women at this point. I don't know what the fuck happened in the past, like, couple decades. I think the biggest threat to women is other women, straight up. We were all convinced that it was men. And, albeit I do agree, there's a lot of bad men out there, for sure. Oh my god, for sure. I hate it. I will always protect the ladies I'm with. I mean, if I'm with any. But honestly, I think it's women. Women's worst enemy is other women, and I don't understand. Like, men with other men, we're just like, cool, what's up? You know? We don't have a problem. We might make fun of each other. We get over it. We laugh. Then we just, like, play games and be stupid, or we just go our way, right? But women, they will just come at you forever. And they will attack other women for fucking ever, nonstop, for no fucking reason. And it's fucked up, dude. Women will blame other women when they are SA'd. What is SA'd? SA'd? S8. What does SA stand for? I don't know what that is. Oh, sexually assaulted. Really? They blame other women? I don't think I've heard of that, Jezza. I believe it, though. I mean, I believe you. I just don't think I've heard it. Or maybe I have, and I don't know, dude. That's crazy. Oh, it's not as common now, I'd say. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, I think I know what you're saying. I think I understand. Women blame the mistress when their husband cheats, which I don't understand. Like, what the fuck? That's an outside source. They don't give a fuck what your thoughts are. All right? Like, they're gonna do whatever they want. Control your inside source, your Sigov. And target them, or be mad at them. Like, that makes sense. And then they're always just attacking each other, man. Verbally in every way possible. Or manipulating somebody somewhere. Like, I think women's biggest threat is other women. That's what I said. I'll never go back on it. Luckily says it's not the mistress's fault, it's the guy letting the little head do all the thinking for them. It is. It's the other head. Other women are now the threat, and now they lump all others who aren't straight into the blame group. Yeah, 100%. That's the other thing I have a big problem with, too, is, like, people that are neutral and just minding their own business just get pulled in, and that's fucked up. In any situation, even voting, right? Like, people are going to vote for what they want to vote for. Let them do it, because guess what? They can and will do it. And you're not going to change their mind by being a dickhead about it. If anything, you're going to make them vote harder, the opposite of whatever hurts you. So don't fucking do that. And it's kind of the same mentality, right? If you're not with me, you're against me. No. There is allowed to be neutral. Sweden was neutral in World War II, and they did just fine. So shut the fuck up. And shut the fuck up. I hate it, dude. I hate that mentality of if you're not for me, you're against me. That is not true. You just want to mind your own business. Or maybe you just have inferior whatever, and you're not fit for the bill to take the challenge. Like, you physically or mentally can't do it. Or you can support in a different way. Or just, like, be in your own fucking world, man. I don't know. It's fucking crazy, dude. I hate people. I hate human beings. We can't just live and let live, right? It's impossible.
Problem couldn't...
Okay, so, first video we're gonna watch. Super duper fun, but not really. But yes, but no. But interesting. And this is about itch.io, who has banned all adult content. Just out of fucking nowhere 2 days ago or something like that. And this comes with, I think, MasterCard and Visa effectively saying we don't like this stuff. And this is a slippery slope, right? Because this has happened for a very long time. With a prime example, ow, fuck. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, like guns and shit IRL, right? Or you could even pick alcohol, or you could pick a bunch of things. But this is a very slippery slope where they do one tiny little thing, right? And they say, oh, no. We just want to do this. We just want to get rid of the you know, the young looking nudity games or whatever, right? Sure, I get that. That's fair. But then that allows them in, and then they can do more and more and more and more and more, right? At any point in time. So first, you know, it's you know, sketchy looking shit, which we're probably all in favor of. But then it's adult games. Then it's violent games. Then it's going to be guns. It's going to be knives. It's going to be any fighting. All we're going to have left is fucking walking simulators, right? So that's the problem with shit like this, right? Like, the gaming industry's fine. And if anything, this is just going to make it worse in terms of the NSFW, in my opinion. All the attraction to it. Now they're just going to NSFW fucking harder with their games and make more money off of it. Thanks to this group drawing mass awareness on top of, yeah. Anyways, hey, Nair, what's up, man? I saw something about it relating to Steam limiting it. Lots of false claims being made against adult content. Correct, yes. We are getting to that. There's supposedly a bill in the Senate right now that wouldn't allow payment processors to refuse to process legal payments. Yeah, and they should have, MasterCard and Visa should have no fucking say in anything. right? You are a credit card company. You take payments. You shut the fuck up and go away, right? Like, you have nothing to do with censoring video games. Of all things, deciding to censor video games out of fucking nowhere. Like, MasterCard and Visa is supporting all kinds of fucked up sex work, all kinds of sex trafficking, all kinds of gambling, all kinds of other fucked up shit. But fucking nude video games? Oh, that draws the line right there, buddy. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. I don't know what CEO's smoking crack, but get rid of him. So stupid. All this is age verification nonsense is enacted, yeah. And yeah, Near, the claims that they are making is basically equivalent to, like, saying D&D is the devil. You know, we're going right back to the 70s again with our claims from this stupid fucking Australian group of angry, fat, ugly moms. And it's just stupid, dude. It's fucking dumb. It's such bullshit. Legless says, I love back when all the countries started banning Manhunt. Manhunt? From being released to them because of its violence, but it's still pretty timid. Oh, it's super timid. It just got attention and everybody freaked out about it, right? It's just like Dungeons and Dragons back in the 70s, dude. Everyone was like, no, it's the devil. It's worshiping Satan. Your children are gonna worship Satan. My wizard casts, lightning bolt. Shut the fuck up. It's just bullshit witch hunt. They're trying to make an industry out of nothing. These dumbass moms. And I hope they burn in a fire. I hope they do. All right, anyways, video number 1. I do have to turn this music down, though. It is very loud in comparison to, like, this video. So, okay, so let's read this first. Let's read this right here before this, like, Zoom zips through shit. So, itch.io has now effectively banned all adult content. NSFW no longer shows up on search or recommendations. You can only view items with a direct link, which is essentially a ban. It essentially is a ban. Nobody has direct links. That's not a thing. My game, Hearts Worn Abyss, has had its views plummet by 99%. That's might be an over-exaggeration, but it's probably at least 80%. If you aren't already established dev, it's impossible to build a player base down. Your only option is all ages or go home. True. On the official Discord, the creator has left an ominous salute emoji. No explanation was given. Let's see. Update. Some games have been taken down altogether, not just shadow banned. Oh, that's right. It is a shadow ban. Direct link is almost guaranteed phishing links. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's... You can't... You just don't do direct links like that. That's... Nobody touches that shit. You're basically banned, essentially, is what they're boiling it down to. Oh. Noticeably, the takedown notice includes this section. If you plan to collect money for your content, then you must adhere to the acceptable use policy of all respective payment processors that your account utilizes. Accounts that are in violation of our terms are not eligible for payouts, which is bullshit. They are a payment company. Do your job, accept payment, and fuck off. If you can support gambling, if you can support sex trafficking, if you can support, like, prostitution, if you can support all these other fucked up things, then you could support this. So, whatever. It's bullshit.
Get any worse? It got a lot worse. Itch.io, a very well-known and very well-recognized...
Guy has a terrible voice. I'm so sorry in advance. I didn't know he was going to sound like this. No offense to this guy. He definitely looks like he plays a lot of waifu simulators. But anyways, are they in the news right now for supporting those things? Maybe they're trying to hide it? Oh, they're probably trying to hide it. Or they're just not talking about it, or nobody's targeted them about it and made a big fuss yet. But they absolutely support that shit.
Site that houses thousands of indie games ranging from action-adventure, platforming, horror games, and yes, even adult games. They effectively shadow dropped, or shadow removed in this case, all of their adult game category late last night with no explanation given, no forewarning, just completely removed. And a lot of indie devs were completely curious on why, like, you know, they couldn't no longer access their games, like why they were gone. You had community members that have bought certain games. They were wondering, like, why can't I download this game anymore? Why can't I find this game? They were left confused, wondering what is going on. And after many hours going by and many people questioning what's going on, itch.io made an official statement on their site earlier this morning.
We could just go to the website, but I guess I could just read it here. We have We have de-indexed all adult NSFW content from our browse and search pages. We understand this action is sudden and disruptive. We are truly sorry for the frustration and confusion caused by this change. Recently, we came under scrutiny from our payment processors regarding the nature of some content hosted on itch.io due to a game titled No Mercy, which is temporarily available on itch.io before being banned back in April. The organization, Collective Shout, launched a camp. That's the angry Australian Karen moms that are probably actually millennials with a boomer mentality. Or Mormon mentality, both, I guess. Oh shit, where did I go? Oh, launched a campaign against Steam and itch.io, directing concerns to our payment processors about the nature of certain content found on both platforms. So all this is because Collective Shout said, wah, wah, to the payment processors, went out of their way with that, like 1,000 calls or something, and that was enough to get their attention. Apparently 1,000 calls is enough to get the attention of giant payment processors. Again, 1,000 Karens combined is a lot. Oh, our ability to process payments is critical for every creator on our platform. To ensure that we can continue to operate and provide a marketplace for all developers, we must prioritize a relationship with our payment partners and take immediate steps towards compliance. I don't know why you're partnered with them, but all right. This is a critical moment for itch.io. The situation developed rapidly, and we had to act urgently to protect the platform's core payment infrastructure. Unfortunately, this meant it was not too realistic to provide creators with advance notice before making this change. We know this is not ideal, and we apologize for the abruptness for this. Apologize. Fuck you. We are currently conducting a comprehensive audit of content to ensure we can meet the requirements of our payment processors. Blah, 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 blah. We're sucking their dicks real hard because they like it that way.
Listing out the reason why it happened. So let's get right into this and let's read it. We have de-indexed all adult NSFW content from our browser and search pages. We understand this action is sudden and disruptive, and we are truly sorry for the frustration and confusion caused by this change. Recently, we came under scrutiny from our payment processors regarding the nature of some content hosted on itch.io. Due to a game type.
The credit card companies are probably going nuts because they heard whispers about changes to what they can charge on interest rates and their pockets won't be as full. 1,000%, dude. If anything, they're like, oh no, this goes against our stuff. We have to charge extra.
Titled No Mercy, which was temporarily available on itch.io before being banned back in
We'll just let him do
April.
his thing. I think he's going to be on this segment for a while.
Collective Shouts launched a campaign against Steam and itch.io, directing concerns to our payment processors about the nature of certain content found on both platforms. Are we surprised to find out who's involved in this? Payment processors and Collective Shouts? Are we really surprised? Before I make any more comments about this, let's just keep reading. Our ability to process payments is critical for every creator on our platform, to ensure that we can continue to operate and provide a marketplace for all developers. We must prioritize our relationship with our payment partners and take immediate steps towards compliance. This is a time-critical moment for itch.io. This situation developed rapidly, and we had to act urgently to protect the platform's core payment infrastructure. Unfortunately, this meant it was not realistic to provide creators with advance notice before making this change. We know this is not ideal, and we apologize for the abruptness of this change. We are currently conducting a comprehensive audit of content to ensure we can meet the requirements of our payment processors. Pages will remain de-indexed as we complete our review. Once this review is complete, we will introduce new compliance measures for NSFW pages. This will include a new step where creators must confirm that their content is allowable under the policies of the represented payment processor.
Basically what's going to happen is nobody can probably get the approval from the payment processors to have that authorization to allow it to be posted. Again, effectively banned. Now, I don't care about NSFW games. I really don't. I don't give a fuck. Like, do what you want. I don't give a fuck what you're doing in your little corner with those games. I don't care. They're not really my jam. I just don't care. I think they're amusing at best. And you can just do what you want. But the problem is, this is embarking on very slippery slope, dangerous territory. And that's what I don't like. That's what freaks me out. That's what makes me angry. And that's what makes a lot of other people angry. Because first it's this, then it's going to be guns, then it's going to be any kind of gambling in-game. But out-of-game gambling is fine. But, you know, in-game gambling, nah, that's fucked up, right?
Link to their accounts.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Don't forget, video games make you murderers. I don't know if you guys remember that, when that happened back in, you know, all the fucking time. Video games make people kill other people, for sure. I don't know if you guys knew that. Same with, like, Dungeons & Dragons. They also make you worship Satan and also kill people. Sacrifice, specifically. You know, I thought we were past all this as a whole of human beings. Like, I thought we all had the very available... You know, the internet's supposed to unite all of our knowledge. And I thought, collectively, maybe we've all decided and figured out, like, yeah, video games are cool. D&D is really cool. But I guess, you know, these Karens live on their own planet, so... Game violence makes you a mass murderer? Clearly, dude. Right? It's just one of those same fucking things again. And I just hope all these moms just explode and die in a fire. Like, I don't wish death on a lot of people, but fuck them, dude. Fuck them. Their kids will be just fine without them. If anything, probably better off. You must not play enough video games? Yeah. Yeah, Jezza. You gotta play more.
We'll talk about it in just a
How
second.
dare you resist?
Part of this review.
How dare you resist the natural urge to murder people IRL after playing a video game? Because they make people violent, you know? You're supposed to be violent, Jezza. If you've ever touched a single game.
We will see some pages being permanently removed from itch.io.
So
Affected accounts will be notified through their account's email address from our support address. You can reply to that email if you have any follow-up questions.
You wish Playboy Mansion would get a remaster?
Oh my
God.
As we navigate this challenging period. No. I'm sorry we cannot share more at this time as we are...
What's that other game that's like... Was it like Filthy Larry? Or like Dirty Larry? Perverted Larry? Some game with some dude and he's like a perv. And there's lots of porn stuff. I can't remember what the fuck the name of that is, but I know that was somewhat popular for a little bit. Leisure Suit Larry. Thank you, Nearbad. At least I got the Larry part right. Fuck yeah. Go me.
We're still getting a full understanding of the situation ourselves. We will post a follow-up on our blog if the situation changes. Thank you. So, I'm just about...
Still getting a full understanding of the situation, and they've already made a conclusion? That doesn't make sense. Red flag number 1. Like it says, yeah, I never played that one. I never have either, but I've seen so many clips of it, and I'm like, it just looks ridiculous. Yeah, it lives forever in my brain too, dude. It's weird how that works.
Okay, this right here is just such a gross thing to say that it just, once again, they're doing this so blatantly and out in the open because they think they can get away with it. Like, straight up, payment processors literally forced itch.io to have new policies, to force a new policy on their site to respect payment processors, all in the name of brand protection. This is a problem. This is a huge problem. Now, scrolling up here, and let's look at the actual people responsible. Payment processors, aka Visa and MasterCard, and also Collective Shout. So, I think we kind of understand the timeline here.
Fun update, by the way. The Collective Shout page on Twitter, with their 11K followers, has gone private from all the backlash. So people can no longer interact with them. A bunch of fucking cowards.
What's probably happened. Most likely Collective Shout, when the same time they sent in like their messages and stuff to payment processors for Steam, around the same time they probably did the exact same thing to itch.io. And it's just probably, it took a little bit longer for itch.io to really, you know, actually do something about it, or maybe for them to be contacted by payment processors, because Steam was probably the bigger fish, which, let's be fair, it was. But now itch.io probably got hit by the exact same thing that was sent to Steam, you know, about a week ago. And this is all responsible, and this has happened thanks to Collective Shout, which, I'm just gonna say, I've already called them out, I've already talked about it yesterday. This is the same group that defends the movie Cuties. They run defense for Cuties, released by...
Nobody should be defending that movie. The movie is fucking weird. Oh, God, no. I don't give a fuck what it's supposed to be about. I don't give a fuck what it's supposed to represent. That movie reeked of pedo to me. It's a movie called Cuties, Jezza, and it was on Netflix, and Netflix got so much fucking backlash over it. Rightfully earned. That was a gross, no. I saw clips of that movie and I was like, what is this disgusting shit? It is fucking creepy. I know it's supposed to be about, like, little girls going through whatever, but, like, abso-fucking-lutely not. That doesn't need to be a movie. That needs to be in sex ed, not in a fucking movie. Watch at your own risk. I personally think it looks disgusting, and it creeps me the fuck out.
By Netflix. But then they censor fictional content like this. There's a clear problem here.
And Collective Shout supports cuties, but hates nudity in video games? What the fuck kind of hypocrisy is this, man?
This group, Collective Shout, needs to be it needs to be investigated. Like, that people need to investigate them.
By investigate, he means set on fire and made sure it burns to the ground until nothing moves anymore.
People need to figure out what's going on. They're definitely hiding some skeletons in their closet. But one big takeaway I want to get from this is obviously the main enemy here is the payment processors. Visa, MasterCard, and all the others involved that's potentially not been name dropped. Yeah, all the payment processors are effectively the main issue. They are the ones doing this. However, Collective Shout is more or less a symptom or an individual utilizing
a trigger. He means a trigger.
Already what payment processors want to do. They want control. They want to be a monopoly or a dual monopoly, have complete control over the market, and just be able to force you to only buy certain things that they deem that you can only buy. It's really messed up. It's honestly, it feels
capitalism. We're getting into the late game of end capitalism where things get really shitty and stay shitty forever. Kind of like, honestly, kind of like Back to the Future. Was it the second one? The third one was Cowboy Yeehaw, I think, right? Yeah. And the second one was where they go to the future to fix the past, right? And in that future, Biff was like, you know, basically Trump Tower, essentially. But that level of capitalism was so bad. You could only buy certain things. It was basically monopoly with on top of monopoly on top of monopoly. Like, it was just all monopolies and duopolies. Which is essentially where we're going. Which is, like, usually not good, you know. Makes me want to take my chances in China instead, you know what I mean? Their censorship is bad too, though. I don't know, man. Also, Tiananmen Square. That's a real thing that happened. Course of Empire? Yeah, man. Okay.
Feels dystopian to me. But the big thing I want to get at is that Collective Shout, they aren't the main issue here. The
Legolas says there's another movie that's basically underage drug use and sex made called Kids, and I'm sorry, and of them, none of them. Oh, one of them has the goal to sleep with as many virgins as he can, but he doesn't tell any of them he has HIV. What in the fucking Chicago is that? Is that the child version of Chicago? Or Rent? What the fuck? Was the Rent in Chicago? I don't fucking remember that play anymore. Anyways, I don't know. Somebody had HIV and came back to life in Rent. It was really weird. Came out in 95. Gross, dude. I hate it. I hate all that shit. Collective Shout would probably love that.
Issue is that they were so easily able to contact payment processors to get something like this done. I think that's an issue. And I think that, as I've already talked about a few days ago, this doesn't just happen with a group. It means that the group Collective Shout most likely has quite a big person behind them contacting these payment processors, because just some run-of-the-mill activist group would not be capable of the amount of damage that's just happened in the last week alone. That is not normal.
The height of the HIV scare campaign? Yeah, dude, and Fossey started that shit. And, like, that scare campaign was fucking insane. Like, that fucked up a lot of lives, man. Like, the campaign itself. That's fucked up, dude.
At all.
HIV is real. It is scary, but it's No reason to run a scare campaign about it.
Anyone trying to sugarcoat that and act like it's normal, I don't know what to say, because it's not normal for an activist group to get this much done this quickly and just under a week after contacting payment processors.
It's pretty fair.
Just no. Like, anyone that knows with customer service or trying to get things officially done, it takes...
The gays are why we have HIV. Don't have premarital sex. You get HIV. Honestly, no lie. It's going to sound stupid. But in middle school and sex ed, they were so detailed about all that stuff, and especially HIV. And they talked about it so much, which, yeah, I think was, yeah, that was still, like pre-2000s. Before that campaign, I think, like, kind of stopped and faded away. And, I thought after, like, 3 or 4 days in that class, I just had HIV for existing. Like, I was so fucking panicked and freaked out, by the way they described it and everything. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, I've had someone's blood hit me before. Oh, God. Oh, someone's kissed me on the face before. Fuck. You know? Yeah. Oh, by the way, they want to lower the voting age to 16. That makes sense, right? Everything is going so terribly wrong. The only reason to lower the voting age is because you want to manipulate younger people that are much more susceptible to fucking anything, so you can stay in office. I can't remember who was trying to do that. I think it was all the politicians. I don't know, dude. It's not gonna go. They want it though. Maybe, I don't know. Legless says the quote just took me right back. The younger generations are almost always progressive than the older generations. Yeah, that's the thing though. Regardless of who they're voting for, they shouldn't be allowed to vote because they're fucking idiots. They haven't experienced anything in the world. And the human brain is not done cooking until about 26. If anything, they should raise the voting age to 26 when our brains are done cooking. Plus, can you imagine all the propaganda in the schools? All you have to do is offer some free shit, and those kids will be like, fuck yeah, I want to vote for that president. It's just, it's the manipulation levels would be insane with propaganda, and then obviously hosting an in-day voting inside the school, which is probably very easily manipulated or otherwise altered. No, I'm super not in favor of lowering the voting age at all. The only reason the voting age was so low is because we died so fucking young back in the day. And it's been that way for a really long time, but guess what? We live up to the hundreds now. So the voting age should go up with our longer lifespan so that we have a fully processed brain to process things. But politicians want to manipulate and secure their spot and stay in office forever as long as they can. That's what it comes down to. Well, yeah, the rare runs up to 100, but still, easily 70s, dude. Easily. Whereas used to, you'd be lucky to get to your, like, mid-30s. So, I don't know. Everything sucks. I hate it. It's just getting worse and worse, and, you know, and you'd think, like, oh, hey, I'm pretty safe and happy in my gaming community, right? Nope. Collective shout. MasterCard Visa. Here we go.
Takes ages. So it's weird to see this group being able to move actual massive companies so quickly. Now,
and I'm just a very live and let live as long as you A, parent your child decently, and fucking no pedo shit, man. And no actual, you know, fucking harming each other because there's no reason to. But
that being said, I want to talk about these payment processors and the answer to fighting back against them. So there is a bill currently ongoing right now in America called H.R. 987, Fair Access to Banking Act. And to summarize what this bill actually does...
Oh, that might be the bill you were talking about here.
If you live in the United States, there is a bill called H.R. 987, or the Fair Access to Banking Act, that prohibits banks and payment processors from exceeding their authority and regulating them. So contact your representatives and senators and ask them to move the bill forward to get it passed. So basically, what this bill from what my understanding is and what was brought to my attention, is to stop these payment processors and banks and all that from overreaching all in the name of brand protection and censoring content. Because at this point, it's very clear that's what it is. It's antitrust laws being violated. They are forcing different countries that are...
Guarantee you the Senate or wherever it's going through, it's going to be majority no if they don't get enough money from it.
Not even affiliated. They have
Greed,
different
man.
laws and everything, being forced to buckle and bend and bow down to censorship.
Ooh,
Look
that
at
is
what
sweet
happened
tea
in
for
Japan.
sure. Jesus.
And the fact that you have this feminist Australian group able to get effectively games banned on multiple sites, hundreds and thousands of games banned on multiple sites.
Listen, I know a lot of people hate the term feminazi, but like, they're definitely feminazis for sure. It's a shitty term, but like, it is accurate. That group of women exists. Women are women's biggest threat. I'm still sticking with it.
Sites, and it's globally, not just in Australia, is massive overreach, and it definitely needs to be reined in. Visa, MasterCard, all these payment processors need to be reined in. This needs to be talked about. A lot of people need to be talking about this. It's very, very important.
Oh, that neck popped.
And that's why I'm going to say it right here. I think, though, that I don't normally ask for this, but please leave a like on this video, share this video, leave a comment. This video needs to hit the algorithm. People need to find out about this because it is a huge issue that is slowly getting worse. And if you think it's going to just stop at adult games or games on itch.io or Steam or whatever, they're already trying to come for other games. They're coming for Detroit Become Human, GTA. There's already examples that the group Collective Shout wants to go after regular games as well. It's not going to just stop at adult games or NSFW. It's going to go much further. This is the same group that was, egging on a senator in Australia to effectively do a sweeping ban of anime and manga, thanks to no...
Anime manga? Psychos, dude. I don't know how much money the douche got offered to do this video. Probably nothing. He probably said... I'm gonna do this video because it attacks me personally, much like I'm watching the video for the same reason. And, he's going to get a lot of money from ad revenue, which is fine. He definitely looks like he is very, very pro I want to play whatever I want to play, if you know what I mean. He plays a lot of waifu simulators. Look at the mustache, the thin mustache, no other facial hair, the voice, he's probably short. I mean, come on, look at the poster in the back, man. And this fucking... Come on, dude. I don't think he got paid to do this video at all. Other than to add money on Twitch or YouTube, which comes from people like me watching it. So, I think he's doing this very honestly.
No game, no life.
Honestly and defensively, but, justifiably so.
Goblin Slayer, Sword Art Online, and Arrow Manga Sensei, using them as examples within an actual court, like in the...
Wait, what is this? Stop. Oh, I remember hearing about this shit. I forgot about this. Stop Video Game Detroit Become Human, depicting child abuse and violence against women being sold in Australia. Which is insane, because it's a fucking video game, and shit like that happens. Meanwhile, I guarantee you, this Collective Shout, these angry, shitty moms, are probably abusing their own children, and that's why they don't want this fucking game. I guarantee you, dude. I guarantee it. It's always the hypocritical motherfuckers, or the motherfuckers doing the nasty shit that want the nasty shit gone. And it's not even that nasty because it's a fucking video game. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. If you don't like it, don't fucking play it. It is not hard. Detroit Become Human was crazy well thought out, and it is an incredible game. And it leaves you to explore humanity and all of its good and bad, which is what it's supposed to fucking be. And Morph says vintage porn is the GOAT, though. Probably watches nothing but the old 70s porn with the pizza guy making a delivery. There's got to be waifus in there, man.
Government with the senator talking about trying to get anime banned, but in a sweeping ban, like everything removed. And
can you imagine if they banned anime or manga in Japan? They would have no culture anymore. What would be left?
Collective Shout was literally cheering that senator on. So anyone thinking it's going to stop at just like adult games is lying to themselves. It will come for you. It will take anything you love and cherish from you if this is not stopped. So back into what I showed earlier.
He's right, though. I mean, this always starts out as like, you know, people online will say, oh, fuck, this is a slippery slope, this is scary. And a bunch of other fuckheads will pop in and reply to them and say, oh, no, it's fine, it's just this one thing. You could trust them. Trust your mayor or your elected official. Shut the fuck up. If it attacks games, it should only affect the gaming community. And if it comes down to, like, any kind of vote, only the gaming community should be allowed to vote. And you should have at least 500 hours in Baldur's Gate 3 to be allowed to vote. I'm kidding. Well, I guess in this case, probably waifu simulators.
This is important, okay? I think everyone, it is your duty, especially if you're an American citizen, to do this. You should call your senator or state representative and tell them to try to push this bill forward. But
here's the thing. I understand what he's saying. It's very, very nice that he's saying, hey, call them, contact them. You're never going to fucking get a hold of anybody. You're not. You absolutely will not. And they're going to have so many fucking messages, they're just going to ignore it because that's just their job. They just ignore shit and they make their own assessment last minute, and then they fuck everything up. That's what they do. Like, this says, trust an elected official. You have more chance trusting a starving bear not to eat you instead of a tiny piece of food you offer it. Absolutely, dude.
I also think you should, if you live in a different country and you're capable of contacting your representative, you should do the exact same thing. Even if a bill like this doesn't exist, you should bring it up to your state representatives because this is very important. You have overreach and authoritarian like motives from these payment processors trying to control media and censor media. It's not good. It's very bad. And I think anyone that...
Yeah, I mean, I agree with him, dude. Morm says, what I don't get is the director boards of those banks going along with it. The game, anime, porn industries are huge, and insane Puritans can never make up for that lost revenue. No, it's true, they can't. And especially with the pay pigs that go crazy over that shit and really dump a lot of money into it. And there's a lot of lonely motherfuckers out there that dump a lot of money into NSFW games, anime, porn, etc. So they would lose a shitload of money. So I don't know why they would want to do that. Yeah, I agree. It's a bank. All they want to do is make more money. I agree, dude. Like, and that's the other thing is, like, why the fuck is a payment processor, like, censoring anything? Right? Like, their shit's already being used for, like, legal and illegal gambling, legal and illegal prostitution, legal and illegal, like, sex trafficking. Shit they do and don't know about. And then they're coming after video games? Why? You know, it's super sus. All I can say is I hope Collector Shout dies in a fire. They are trash. They are the trash of Australia. Let me tell you, Australia is becoming more and more authoritarian, and it's spreading, unfortunately. Morm says it's just going to hasten the creation of a new international credit card union. The EU is looking into it anyhow already over all the Trump shit. It's probably needed, yeah, at this point. I will happily abandon ship as long as it isn't sus. If it's the EU, it depends on their terms. If they put some stupid bullshit in there, which they probably will, I don't know. It just depends on the terms they put in. It depends on that fine print. Because any payment processor can be a piece of shit. Norm says, damn, I was going to call my new bank Sus Card. Sus Card. I kind of really like that, Morm. Fuck, you got me. Sign me the fuck up. Here's my social.
And for all the old heads who've been watching for...
Oh, sorry. I don't know who this guy is. I've never watched him before. So I apologize if this guy's out of your taste. He's probably also out of my taste. And if he sucks that bad, we'll move on. But I picked him randomly from the list we were looking at to talk about Collective Shout, essentially. And their involvement in affiliations and shit. So...
For a long time. It looks like we might have 2 as a...
Oh, he said Gamergate. You see what he did there? He censored himself so that he could post this video. But Gamergate 2 is what he said, essentially. On the Sus Cutter, it'd have to be Among Us characters. I would love that. I'm not gonna lie. You're selling me. Stop selling me. I already said I'm gonna buy it. One says you get 2 separate cards for when you open an account. One for normal business life and one for sus expenses. Sus expenses. He failed hard with that Reagan attempt. I mean, that's fine. He was mostly trying not to say Gamergate 2 out loud. Let's be real, he's probably right. Essentially, these angry Australian moms are just going to cause another Me Too #2, Gamergate 2 #2, etc. So it's... I remember that whole Me Too shit, dude. That whipped up every woman, especially the really vile, toxic ones that have always been vile and toxic, into a frenzy. Right? Over, like, a super hyper-marginalized amount of men that did poopy things. Even though women do poopy things too. But they have to be the victim. And whipped them into a frenzy, and they were just attacking everybody on the fucking internet, on every social everything. Tagging people, calling people out randomly. Like, it was such a bad experience. And then women have the audacity, just majority women, not all women, obviously. I will never assume all. Have the audacity to say, why don't men approach us anymore? So women start the witch hunt, destroy everything, forget about it, and then they restart everything all over again. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the Me Too thing was so insane. And I even had people, like, call me out on Twitter, like, what was it? One girl from this is the reason I left Tiddly's crew or whatever. What was it called? The Twitch teams that we used to have, or that we still have. I don't know if we still have teams. I don't know if that's a thing. But I was with her crew, and, you know, they were cool and stuff. And then the Me Too thing came out, and then I just had one or two of her viewers, like, randomly call me out on X, which I think was Twitter at the time. And, yeah, it was Twitter at the time, because that was only 2 years ago. It was for sure Twitter. But call me out on Twitter, out in the open, saying, hey, don't follow this guy. He's a Nazi or some shit. And I'm like, okay, cool, but do you have any proof? Also, don't you fucking ever call me out like that again. Just send me a DM, you psycho fuck. And she shut the fuck up, and she fucked off. Never said anything else. And, yeah, that was a bad time, dude. It made women absolutely insane. It brought out the most toxic and vile part of them, and it made all men go, ugh. Maybe we don't want to talk to women, you know? And then now we have women again in this age, in this era, wondering, like, why men don't talk to women. Look at history, dude. Take a guess. Women are fucking terrifying. Hello, Chocolate. How are you, baby? Baby boy. Worm says, Me Too did so much damage. It did. Just like BLM, they hijacked a cause and drove it into the wall, making things worse for people on both sides. Yeah, absolutely. It was just a witch hunt, a wildfire. It was absolutely batshit, and it didn't fix anything. It didn't help anything. It just made women look crazier. And, like, no thanks. I'll stay over here away from you for a very long time. Goodbye. I'll wait till the next life. Loveless says, I ignore the bandwagon groupies jumping on the Me Too train. Same. And all that hashtag Me Too was just, like, virtue signaling for the most part. Basically, if you wanted to protect yourself from the Me Too thing, all you had to do was hashtag Me Too, and you were safe. Right? Which is ridiculous in its own, because, like, why the fuck would anybody overlook that? That's crazy to me. And also, most of the people that were doing hashtag Me Too were the fucking offenders you should have been looking for. But big shock, that group is stupid and easily fooled, I guess. Just like people calling themselves feminists. Am I right? I am. You can be... What's crazy is you can be a true feminist, right? You can support women and men and equality, etc. without having to call yourself a feminist or calling anyone else a feminist. You could just say, they're a really good person. They love equality. Done. No labels needed. When people apply labels, I get super sus. Especially when it's like, you know, hashtag BLM, or they do like the profile picture change to just black. Like, cool, thanks for the virtue signal. I'm sure that very greatly helps that group out. Okay. I mean, I get it. Awareness is good, for sure. But there is awareness, and then there is virtue signaling. So... Oh, Chocolate Iguana, no! I think you subbed too early, and it's not going to do the alert until, like, tomorrow or something. But thank you so much, BB boy. I appreciate you. What is that? What is that circle on my fucking OBS? You guys see that, or am I tripping? Hold on. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's the... That's the thing from Feifei. That was her, okay, let me get rid of that. I didn't even know there was a circle in the middle of the screen, dude. Oh my god. Just sitting there spinning, nobody said anything. Probably just thought it was my PC. Don't support indie chocolate, I heard he's a German political party. Says the person closest to Germany, Morm. Kitty Cat, how you doing, baby? Haven't seen you in a hot minute, how are you? Chocolate, thank you so much for the sub, dude. I appreciate you, baby boy. Get supported, you sexy man. I appreciate you so much. Very kind of you. Know that it goes towards a good place and keeping me going as a part-time streamer. And keeping me alive and paying a bill sometimes, or mostly going towards art and stuff. Which, by the way, I have some cool Twitch panels on the way and I'm so excited for. Legless says, toxic community is strong everywhere, just waiting for the sparks so they can go full speed ahead. Basically, yeah. Yeah, essentially, yeah. I mean, there is a sincerity to it, but that it just gets overtaken by mob mentality. And then just doesn't matter anymore. Not what it was. Indy launching a joke and missing the big hit. Was that a bomb joke just now?
Ooh, organization,
all right, let's listen to this guy.
A la Feminist Frequency, has claimed credit for getting more than 400 games removed from Steam because they went and pressured.
Wait. I'm not hearing it. Are you guys hearing it? I don't hear it. No, you... I'm not hearing anything. Hold on. It's time to refund your sub. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Give me a sec. I gotta find where this is coming from. But you can hear other stuff. It's time to cancel any. Cancel me, datey. Oh, cancel me so hard. Fuck yes. Uh-oh. Oh no. Something isn't right. Something really isn't right. Why would it do that? Yeah. Okay, so nobody can hear it, but we can see it. Well, it's not in the audio properties in here. Because I'm seeing the audio levels. I'm just not hearing it. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. You're getting Abiotic Factor? Wait, are you really? Are you really, Chocolate? Indie switched to sus card. We don't do refunds. Kitty, have you seen all the shit with, have you seen all the bullshit with, Collective Shout, an Australian group of angry, fat, ugly, miserable moms? And the credit card companies and NSFW games between itch.io and Steam. You haven't? Let me send you a video, dude. It actually might be really relevant to you, too, but, like, it's very serious territory. Let me send you... Oh, let me send you a link, dude, to a decent video. I don't really like his voice, but, like, he explained it pretty well. And he went over, like, the small things of it. Stop Killing Games is pulled into a lawsuit of lies. Oh, for sure. Was it this one that I just watched? No, this is 8 minutes.
The Japanese...
Hold on. That actually might be important as well. Nothing. Everything in your feed has been nothing but release the files. Okay. I mean, that's also really good. Seriously, release the files, you fucking cowards. There are no files. Then why did you deny files? Why did the Senate say no to releasing files if there are no files? It's weird. First, second gen Blizzard employee. Yeah. Yeah, fucking pirate software, dude. He's fucking trash ass human being. I don't care what anybody says. What was I just looking up? No, itch. Dude, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if Epstein is alive. Because money's still traveling. There's still money moving between his accounts. I don't think he. I don't think he died. I don't think he died or killed himself. Well, he definitely didn't kill himself. But I don't think he's dead. I think that motherfucker's alive. You know, we'll just watch it again while I try to figure out this audio, okay?
Chip problem couldn't get any worse. It got a lot worse. Itch.io, a very well-known and very well-recognized site that houses thousands of indie games ranging from action-adventure, platforming, horror games, and yes, even adult games, they effectively shadow-dropped, or shadow-removed in this case, all of their adult game category late last night with no explanation given, no forewarning, just completely removed. And a lot of indie devs were completely curious on why, like, you know, they couldn't no longer access their games, like why they were gone. You had community members that have bought certain games. They were wondering, like, why can't I download this game anymore? Why can't I find this game? They were left confused, wondering what is going on. And after a many hours going by and many people questioning what's going on, Itch.io made an official statement on their site earlier this morning, listing out the reason why it happened. So let's get right into this and let's read it. We have de-indexed all adult NSFW content from our browser in search.
Listen, Morm. This is the main audience of human beings that subscribes to this NSFW shit that they're worried about, all right? And you know what? I support it. If that's their jam, I love that, man. Whatever makes them happy. Very clearly, this man is probably short. His voice ain't great. Got a lot of waifus in the background. He's for sure addicted to some VTubers. Definitely watches anime porn all the time. And then... I don't know, dude. But, you know, he's doing his best. And that's their audience, man. And that's cool. That's a subsect of gamers that, you know, I'm not, like, crazy about. But, like, I don't dislike them. I can't say I vibe with their culture. With the anime waifus, but, like, man, that's fine. If that's what you like, I support you, dude. And you're a gamer just like me, so, like, do you. As long as it's not actual murder, bad vigilantism, or pedo shit, or drugs, then I don't care, man. It's not hurting anybody. Dude's probably watching Godfather too much and got inspired by the Mafia dudes and that. Oh, he does look like the type that would do that, though. That would be like, oh, man, he's just like me. Like those, oh, God. Like those toxic millennial or, like, whatever generation's newer, like, younger couples that are, like, between, like, 16 and, like, 21 or something, and they think they're, like, Joker and Harley Quinn. They're like, yeah, we're just like them, and they're just toxic pieces of shit that are nothing like them, but they just think they're like them. It's the same vibes, yeah, for sure. Okay, anyways, let's not dunk on this guy. Listen to the rest of this kitty cat. This is actually very relevant for all of gaming, not even just NSFW gaming, because this is a very big slippery slope. It will turn into more, and it's all about control and these dumbass, ugly-ass Australian bitches.
pages. We understand this action is sudden and disruptive, and we are truly sorry for the frustration and confusion caused by this change. Recently, we came under scrutiny from our payment processors regarding the nature of some content hosted on itch.io, due to a game titled No Mercy, which was temporarily available on itch.io before being banned back in April. The organization, Collective Shout, launched a campaign against Steam and itch.io, directing concerns to our payment processors about the nature of certain content found on both platforms. Are we surprised to find out who's involved in this?
I've never heard of No Mercy either.
And Collective Shout. Are we really surprised?
Again, this guy lives, and many other people lives, in a world that has to do with nudity in NSFW games, porn games, whatever. Like, most of us probably don't live in that fucking realm, so we're not going to know most of these games unless, you know, we happen to be subscribed on social media and we see it, or we see the controversy, or, you know, whatever, dude. It's fine. The content was extreme. Okay. Pred says there is a Horse Girl anime just came out, and they already released a game about it. Yep, that is correct. That's what everybody's been vibing about for weeks now, actually. The anime is pretty funny looking, but I'm not down with the whole, you know, high school or younger anything anime. It's all very annoying slice of life, stupid shit. So, not my jam, but I'm glad other people like it. Good for them. Oh, Morm says, to be fair, though, No Mercy was an insane game and should never have gotten admitted to any major site. And yeah, maybe that was like a tipping point, right? Maybe that was reasonably targeted, but at the same time, you know, where is Visa and MasterCard on all the legal and illegal gambling or sex trafficking or illegal and legal prostitution? Like, where are they on that shit? Or, like, gun trades. Like, all sorts of shit, dude, right? Shit they do and don't know about. Nowhere to be found, apparently. So supportive.
Before I make any more comments about this, let's just keep reading. Our ability to process payments is critical for every creator on our platform to ensure that we can continue to operate and provide a marketplace for all developers. We must prioritize our relationship with our payment partners and take immediate steps towards compliance. This is a time-critical moment for itch.io. This situation developed rapidly, and we had to act urgently to protect the platform's core payment infrastructure. Unfortunately, this meant it was not realistic to provide creators with advance notice before making this change. We know this is not ideal, and we apologize for the abruptness of this change. We are currently conducting a comprehensive audit of content to ensure we can meet the requirements of our payment processors.
Oh, sure,
Pages will remain in de-index as we complete our review. Once this review is complete, we will introduce new compliance measures for NSFW pages. This will include a new step where creators must confirm that their content is allowable under the policies of the represented payment processors linked to their accounts. We'll talk about that in just a second. Part of this review will see some pages being permanently removed from itch.io. Affected accounts will be notified through their account's email address from our support address. You can reply to that email if you have any follow-up questions. We ask for your patience and understanding as we navigate this challenging period. I'm sorry we cannot share more at this time as we are still getting a full understanding of the situation ourselves. We will post a follow-up on our blog if the situation changes. Thank you. So, I'm just about to pop off, okay? This right here is just such a gross thing to say that it just, once again, they're doing this so blatantly and out in the open because they think...
Hey, kitty cat. Real quick, could you do like a... whatchamacallit? Could you do a blurp for me? I want to see if we hear that. Thank you for the lurk, Jezbean. Oh, I don't even hear my mix-it-up commands. What the fuck is going on? You're so happy that Death March finally got a season 2. Death March? Death March. What is Death March? I don't remember that one. Not that either. Okay, so you're hearing my Elgato. Why? Okay, so my default sound was fucked up somewhere, I think. Oh, am I missing a fucking device? Oh no. No, that's recording. That's input. That doesn't matter. Actually, I think that's wrong anyways. Oh, fuck me, dude. Gotta step out for a bit, be back in an hour or two. Damn it, kitty cat! Alright, man. I'll send you this link in Discord so you can check it out. Alright, so something's definitely wrong with sound. I'm so sorry. I don't really know what is going on. Weirdly, it's everything local. So I'm thinking maybe I didn't have my shit set correctly. I don't know. I don't know. Super weird. War on women in gaming. I'll say it again. Women are women's worst enemy.
Payment processors, MasterCard and Visa, I believe, to remove their payment processing from Steam if they did not ban these games. Now, I don't necessarily blame Steam for bending the knee here because you have to have some sort of backup plan in place. Steam also has an extraordinarily long history of standing by free speech and standing by having, you know, games on their platform that can make people feel uncomfortable. But this is absolutely wild. Let's get into this story. Huge shout out to Meta PCs, by the way. If you're a PC gamer, promo code The Quartering to save on your next custom build or your ready to ship order. I've been working with them for years, and this is you know, they don't give a crap about cancel culture. They're pro free speech, so check them out. Link in the description. Steam may have deleted a bunch of spicy games because it was pressured to by a group who previously tried to ban Grand Theft Auto and Detroit Become Human. Last week, Steam revealed that it may start removing games that violate rules put forward by third parties, such as banks and internet service providers. Around the same time, it was spotted that some spicy games were removed from Steam, making a huge change in practice for a storefront that typically allows all sorts of controversial material on its platform. Collective Shout, a so-called feminist group that is anti-spicy videos and spicy video games, with the founder who is, of course, who's pro-life, which seems good, claimed responsibility for the change on Steam and the removal of the games. In a statement, it revealed that it had put pressure on MasterCard and Visa to tell Steam to remove the games containing any kind of spicy stuff. Steam appears to be working through its games and slowly delisting titles tagged with, you know, spicy stuff. On Monday, we counted almost 500 games tagged with this stuff. Today, there are 81. We want to see them all gone. Note the claim that 500 games have been removed from...
I still can't figure out why my local audio is not playing right on OBS, so I might have to restart OBS. Because if I don't have any sound effects, then what the fuck, right? But I think all the settings are right on OBS. Those typically are very, very, very static and dependent on, like, settings elsewhere. So those should be fine. So I think the issue is somewhere between default sounds and maybe voice meter. Maybe something got unset after that power blip. Maybe something got fucked up. I'm not really sure. It takes voice mod. Voice meter aux output. Is this virtual cable? Yeah. There should be another aux output, though, which I think is weird. That could be a problem. Elgato's doing okay. weirdly, so you can see and hear everything from my PC at least. That's good. But I hate that everything else is like, just can't hear it. So I think I have to restart OBS to catch up with the sound changes on my stream PC. Because for playback, oh, maybe it's that one. Oh yeah, I just realized there's two fucking. Oh shit. Or was it on the wrong? I hear double. Hey, can you guys tell me this real quick? Does anybody hear Spotify right now? You shouldn't. But do you hear Spotify right now? You hear music? What in the fuck? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. That's fucking weird, dude. Fascinating. Okay, well if you hear it, then that's fine, I guess. It means I can't mute it though. Sadly, but that's okay. I don't know. I don't know. We might have to start OBS after these videos. We'll just
Steam
keep
for
watching.
including these things has been disputed by PC Gamer because it's of course a feminists and feminists lie. However, this is far from the first time Collective Shout has targeted video games, and previously with very dubious claims. Anna Valance, who reported as
Oh, I just turned down the volume.
much for Vice, but then found out her article had been taken down. Now it's accessible via the Wayback Machine, reportedly for concerns around the
Wait, Vice? Anything in association with the Vice is bad. Don't trust Vice.
matter. However, her findings about Collective Shout are all publicly available, showing how the group doesn't just limit their campaigning to controversial, spicy video games on Steam. In 2018, it shared a petition that called for stores to stop selling Detroit Become Human in Australia for depicting bad, relationships between a father and their daughter, even though it condemns the act and has the player fight the dad. Family issues like this are a big issue in the country. It's not something that should ever be considered entertainment. Shame on Sony. Even though, again, the dad who's like doing it is considered a bad guy, and you fight the guy. But anyway, previously it had also campaigned against Grand Theft Auto for allowing players to take out female NPCs. In the petition, they cited an instance of a player purposely taking out a hooker. Well, yeah, that's the fun part, right? You get the fun, you go in the car, and then you take your money back. Isn't that what everyone does in that game?
I mean,
of course, Valance also highlights how the campaign against Steam was co-signed by other groups, including a US-based National Center for Exploitation. This group takes it further and is against comprehensive education, the sale of toys, and have previously celebrated Etsy's ban of spicy toys for adults. Similarly, has led a campaign.
If they're an adult and they want a spicy toy, that's fine. That's their business. Like, fuck off.
Against Honey Pop, calling on Steam to remove the game.
The fuck is Honey
All
Pop?
that is to say that Collective Shout and similar anti-spicy video game groups are unlikely to stop at easier targets, given the wording of this concession made by Steam. All a group would have to do was get a payment processor on its side, and the games could be removed. And the groups do have a history of misrepresenting a game and its contents.
They always do. That's what they always fucking do. And if it's associated with Vice, that's already a bad sign. You already know they're fucking feminazis, dude. It's all about pounding, then killing to keep your money. Oh my god, Legless. Sounds like you played. Oh, it's a bubble shooter game. I've never heard of it. I've heard of it, Pred, but I've never I don't know if I've ever seen it.
I mean, this is a company that has no problem lying.
But again, that's not really my jam, so it doesn't surprise me that I wouldn't like want to know much about it or play it. So
Right, here's the Wayback Machine. Group behind Steam censorship policies have powerful
first red flag, Vice.
allies and have targeted popular games with outlandish complaints. This is an article that she wrote on July 19th that they sent a cease and desist to Vice, and Vice immediately took it down. Over the past week, gamers have heavily criticized an Australian group called Collective Shout. The radical feminist organization has taken responsibility for Steam's payment processors that have resulted in the removal of various spicy games with taboo themes. As Collective Shout wrote on its official website Wednesday,
so just titties and shooting bubbles or something?
the group has targeted nearly 500 games for removal on Steam, with 81 titles that the group still wants delisted from Valve's storefront. As concerned consumers have dug into Collective Shout's history to better understand its future plans, many have missed a key aspect in the public eye. Collective Shout has backed the backing of several prominent anti-spicy video groups. On July 11th, Collective Shout published an open letter to the CEOs of PayPal, MasterCard.
Except they're not a feminist organization. They're a type of feminists who are in misogynist. That's why I said feminazi. That's basically what those are. It's fake feminism, basically, right? They took the name of feminism and then they're just running with it and doing whatever they want, right? But the problem is women's biggest threat is other women, straight up, and then a bunch of white guys that pretend to be feminist, which are also same deal. It's really fucking weird. Okay, guys, this before I head out, just saw this. Hulk Hogan is dead now too. Whoa, really? No way. That's Theo Huxtable, Ozzy, and now Hulkamania. Damn. He didn't look half bad either, but maybe the cocaine caught up to him. That's crazy because he looked much healthier than Ozzy. But man, you die from anything. What took him out? Like, was it age? Was it cancer? Was it, did he fucking fall? Cholesterol, heart attack, probably heart attack. It's always a heart attack, man. Heart attack question mark? Yeah, probably. Okay. I feel like that's what most dudes die from. Just heart attack, man. Sucks.
Card, Visa, PaySafe, Discover, and JCB. On the post, Collective Shout includes signatures from executives at such censorship-prone organizations as the National Center of this and that. Look, I don't, you guys know my opinion on kind of Gooner games.
Oh, is this Honey Pop? Yeah.
But I've never said that they should be banned. And
right. See, I'm with him. Like, I don't really care about these Gooner games either, but like, I don't think they should be banned either. Right? There's an audience that likes this, and it's, more often than not, it is vast majority of just lonely men, weebs or not. So if you want a Gooner game, like, cool, man. If that's your jam, like, I don't give a fuck, man. There's people that watch way the fuck weirder online, so I'm happy you're doing a Gooner game than anything else.
And you should be able to enjoy them if that's what you're into.
Yeah.
These same people are calling it stunning and brave for women to have OF accounts, right? Honey Pop is a game available on Steam, a popular gaming platform that sells and distributes thousands of video games.
It's not even a real porn game. Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah, I can see that more. I assume there might be titties at some point, like full-on nip nops. Assuming, because I've never played, obviously. But either way, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, cool, whatever. Be happy. We deserve happiness, right?
Games, including for the PC, Mac, mobile devices.
And that kind of game is not hurting anybody, so it's fine. I don't give a shit.
And more. They wrote that Steam must be held accountable, not only for allowing this game to be on their platform, but for providing potential parental controls for not providing them, and safety features to make sure that the nature of this game are found by especially vulnerable kids.
I mean, needing parental controls, I think that's fair, right? That's something they can implement that doesn't affect everyone. It only affects those who enable it. So, and that's okay.
Meanwhile, Exodus City in 2022, Exodus Cry argued that in a news post that searches for these types of video games, Fortnite and Pokemon, led people to horrible content. You see, however, though, Collective Shout seems to be misinterpreting the games that they target. Yesterday, Vice requested specific examples from Collective Shout on Steam games that, per their organization, depicted abuse. As of yet, the group has not bothered to clarify which games even portray the subject and how. As a reporter covered yesterday, it seems incredibly unlikely that any spicy Steam games depict kids, and Valve previously pulled a visual novel over hidden and an inaccessible file of a spicy scene with a character Valve considered.
Who in their goddamn minds would let their kids onto their PC? That comes down to bad parenting, Pred. And I'm going to tell you this now. Kids are defiant and rambunctious, and they get into shit. That's how kids function. That's how a lot of, basically every kid fucking ever function. Right? There's a few kids out there that are chill and they stay in their lane and they obey or whatever. But there's a lot of kids that are more rebellious than that, and especially more inquisitive and curious than that. And they will get on to shit and do shit without you knowing, and they're very sneaky about it. Because they want to see what the fuck the adults are doing, right? It's just like a child finding your porn stash. Because they're like, what does dad keep going into the, or mom keep going into the closet and making so much noise with? And then they go in there and investigate, right? That's all that is. And then, then it opens up all sorts of neuron pathways because they're seeing shit they should not be seeing that fucking early. So it's not a matter of people letting kids on there. It's a matter of kids getting on there anyways, whether it's due to neglectful parenting or just not fully, like, full awareness parenting, right? Like, you should lock your shit. Everybody should lock their shit. Child-proof everything in the fucking planet until those motherfuckers are, like 18, basically. Also, it'll prevent a lot of tragedy on your end, so that they don't accidentally purchase a bunch of things with your credit card if you child-proof everything. So it's a smart thing to do, but there's not a lot of parents that do that, dude. You got a 1-year-old niece, which I am not allowing anywhere near my PC till she's older. Yeah, and that's good. You're being consciously aware, but there's a lot of people that are not consciously aware. And that's how kids get on to things. So they just, and there are people that are consciously aware, but then they just leave their PC, like unlocked, or they never lock it. So the kid just goes boop and just bloop, it brings up everything, right? Like, why would you not put a password on it? And there's some lazy ass rich fucks out there that are just simply like that. Or just dumbasses. Usually iPhone users, no offense anybody, but motherfuckers are dumb, dude. They don't lock their shit because everything's been so handed to them, you know what I mean? Exactly, like, let's password protect everything, child-proof everything, right? But, like, not everybody else can also afford that too, Pred. It's all sorts of variance there on why a kid would ever access a PC, let alone, find Steam or itch.io and then purchase a fucking sex games or whatever looks interesting to them. So
considered underage, even though the game's publisher denied the claim. The visual novel was only restored to Steam when the offending file was,
again, the parents are to blame every time,
removed. In other words, it seems virtually impossible for Steam to host any spicy game depicting this type of thing. Rather, Collective Shout may simply just be targeting popular games that depict children in scenarios.
Just like PETA. This is a PETA industry. That's what this is. The Collective Shout is a PETA equivalent of hypocrisy.
Where they may face distress. Even in these depictions are intended to encourage concern and care for the player. From there, the organization may be describing those titles as, going after kids. 2018, they went after Detroit Become Human, which made a false claim. They also called Grand Theft Auto a misogynistic funhouse. This is a company that seems,
I mean, it can be, yeah,
to have found a vector of attack.
But that doesn't mean everybody is. Nobody plays it. They don't all play the exact same way. So that's I fucking hate them, dude.
And is also totally fine lying about it. Steam removing adult games.
A woman lying and okay with it? Shocking.
Shows you can't even censor another country's free speech.
Sorry, I'm a little spicy today.
Because, this is Australia, which is under horrible progressive leadership. Radical progressive leadership.
Cuties, an ethically problematic but powerful protest against the sexualization of girls. That movie in itself was fucking No. I saw clips of that, and I was like, this is disgusting. What? I don't give a fuck what this is. Take it off the fucking internet. That is... no.
But by the way, this same company has defended the movie Cuties.
Gross,
Just
dude.
to say. The same company also has claimed that they're protecting women and kids, but at the same time, they're protecting, the creeps that hang out at the playgrounds. In other news, the organization spearheading the Visa and MasterCard to censor Steam have shielded PEDs from legal consequences before.
Wait, what? The organization spearheading Visa and MasterCard to censor Steam. Oh, right. Have shielded What? Hold on. Around 2017, a 27-year-old Korean woman identified as whatever was arrested in relation to the incident suspect as part of producing child abuse materials. Wow. Just as you did say it earlier, that these people are probably the ones doing these actions. I'm telling you, dude, like at least 8 times out of 10, Jezza. At least 8 times out of 10. Like 80% of the time, the people claiming all this shit's happening elsewhere, they're just... It's like a weird projection of themselves. It's like a psychological thing. They're just projecting what they're doing in their life, right? They're abusing children. They're doing fucked up sex trafficking, whatever the fuck it is. And they're just projecting it outwards of, hey, this is bad. This is bad. They want to take it everywhere else. They want to control everywhere else in the world except for their own fucking environment. And especially to just control their own fucking actions. 80% of the time, dude. I have been around controlling people enough. I've dated, let me tell you, I have dated so many controlling women. So fucking many. I have learned most of my psychology from those controlling women. And they are too common, and there are too many, and women are a threat to other women. Period. The biggest threat. Every accusation is a confession. Very often, Morm. Especially when it's like an unwarranted accusation with no basis. Right? Like this activist group is doing. And it just makes it so fucking obvious. So, yeah, they're crazy, dude. GTA Online is a dangerous place. I never played it. I never really saw much of it. The only GTA Online I ever really saw, Legless, was like people making goofy racetracks or doing like Halo racing up in the skybox or something. Like, I've only seen like the goofiest part of GTA Online. Unless, I've seen some RP too, but that shit is so boring. I fucking, like, it gets into more spicy shit, but like, God, it's so fucking boring. And just people pretending to be prostitutes or cops or whatever, and I'm just like, I gotta go. This is fucking weird. The moment you logged in, someone kept following you. That doesn't surprise me. And those are all like private servers, so, or I don't know, is GTA Online, is that a cluster of private servers? Or are there public servers too? Or is it just public? I don't fucking remember. Trying to run their car into you and trying to blow you up. Yeah, that's called griefing and trolling. That's some 14-year-old kid that is very bored and just wants to run people over and likes to find one person and pick on them. You know why, Jezza? Jezza, you know why? Because they are being picked on, or they are a bully IRL, one of the two, and then they just carry it over into fucking video games. Psychology, man. Reflection and projection. All the actions. That's usually how it goes, dude. Sadly, abuse begets more abuse. I mean, that's how most bullies are typically activated, I should say. And I'm not going to say created, but activated, is because they have a bully in their life and they further it, unfortunately, instead of stopping it. That's also why, like, trying to end generational trauma is so hard, because you've got generational trauma, decades from your parents or your parents' parents, etc., and they all push and push and push, and psychologically gets embedded and it comes back out. And to be consciously aware to stop it is incredibly hard. Not to give anybody any sympathy. Nah, fuck them motherfuckers. They can stay alone on a little island and abuse each other all day. But it's prospectively, psychologically, It's just how it is, dude. It's how the human brain is. It's crazy. The human brain's wild. Worm says, that's why I refuse to reproduce. It's the only way to be sure. Oh my god. You're not wrong, though. Also, it's a lot cheaper. And in this economy? Nah. I think, is that why? Bitch, you better switch. DB audio voice meter VIO. VAIO. VIO 3 input. That's not voice meter input. Huh. Did I fuck that up? I don't know. We'll fuck with audio later. Cause that should be right. I don't know. I don't know why that's not fucking. We'll figure it out.
Oh, what a coincidence. What an interesting thing. And oh, by the way, you know, you see this expert armchair. I have no doubt the collective is a big player with skeletons in their closet. However, at risk of sounding pedantic, I disagree that should be taken as evidence of that. The removal of Anna Valence's Vice article seems more like a classic case of them losing an optics, scissors, rock, paper, rock. Collective Shout is a group that brands itself as being against anti-spicy videos and as a feminist organization. It is this thesis is that these videos and all things that could be connected to it, it actively encourages bad behavior against women, but not men. Valence is symbolically and ideologically the ideal opponent for an organization like Collective Shout, a spicy video addicted fetishist who has publicly fantasized about doing terrible things. Imagine trying to defend this. That's why they picked, you know, Anna Valence, obviously. But the thing is, here is even PC Gamer of all people, Australian anti-spicy video group, claims responsibility for Steam's new censorship rules in victory. But if you go to the bottom of this article, those numbers do not add up. Counting up all, quote, removed and retired games from SteamDB, since the 15th, I got 456 hits. But that includes double counts for most of the offending games, many of which were both removed and or retired, DLC and demos for those games. Also, given the double R treatment and the number of unrelated games that were taken off Steam during this time. All these sick, brain-rotted ped gamer fetishes are so desperate to get their hands on these type of games, they wrote, claiming the victory. The two restricted articles from Waypoint appear to be the first among Games Press to point out the connection between Collective Shout and recent changes on Steam, a connection which by public knowledge by Collective Shout's own statements, and not so they're trying to take down articles exposing this. They're going after anybody who's going after them. You know, look, I know I have a lot of Australian viewers, and I know you don't have the same freedoms of speech, but this is affecting the freedom of speech.
They really don't have the same freedom of speech. It's worse in the UK.
Of the entire world. You know, in America, we have a First Amendment right and a Second Amendment right set to protect that First Amendment. And this, you know, they keep taking articles down that are critiquing them. Look, these type of games aren't necessarily for me, but I don't have any problem with them existing. And
what is this? CBS in distress, Colbert's exit. Oh, that's right, because he gets canceled recently. Okay. I don't think it has anything to do with what we're looking at, though. I don't think. I have no need to reproduce, especially my sisters have an offspring account for 3 different family bloodlines. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
This is another battle that they've now found an attack vector that's going to be very, very helpful. So make sure you send me any information.
Oh, these motherfuckers on Kick, dude. Just go away, dude. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Just fuck off, dude. Bye. See you fucking never.
Information you find on Collective Shout, as I will not be adhering to any cease and desist letters those clowns send me, and I will not be bullied by them. I will happily report on them as information is sent to me at thequartering@gmail.com.
Cool. But yeah, if you want to look up anything more in Collective Shout, go for it. Collective Shout is a bunch of fucking feminazis just trying to run the world. A bunch of Karens, essentially, that are trying to take away gaming and trying to take us back to the 70s of, oh no, video games make you evil. Oh no, D&D makes you evil. So, you know, do what you can.
You guys want to talk about...
Oh God, his face. Sorry, I was not ready for that. I don't know if I trust this guy at all.
About the meltdown that Collective Shout is having over on X lately, because people are getting wise to their ways. Because oh my God, this meltdown is one for the ages, because they understand, they realize that the gig is up, and what used to work doesn't work anymore. And people are getting wise to it, and they're calling that shit out, nip it in the bud right away, and they don't have a leg to stand on.
This guy's you know who he kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of PB Herman. He's kind of got a similar facial structure, although he's a little bit chunkier, or like thicker. I shouldn't say chunkier. His voice even sounds a little bit similar too, and he takes weird pauses similarly as well. He kind of reminds me of Pee-wee Herman a little bit. Have you guys ever watched that documentary on Pee-wee Herman, where he went over his own, he basically did his own documentary because he just didn't trust anybody, which is totally fair. It's incredibly sad. He was actually a very sweet man. He really literally did nothing wrong. He jerked it in a theater where other people jerk it to porn, and for some reason he got in trouble, and it all came down to political gain for whatever state he was in. Was it California? I think it was California. Weirdly, and they started a political, like, basically witch hunt just targeting him, and did it just for, you know, political gain so they could get more votes and shit. I know, Faye, I don't the commands are working, Faye. This is the weird part. The commands are working, but there's no sound to them, and I'm not really sure why. And I think the power blip from yesterday did something to my, not OBS, but I think to my defaults on Windows, because those are the only things that ever really change, or voice meter. So it's been it's not bad. Like, at least I have Elgato sound and music and my voice and video. So I got most of it that's working, but, you know, whatever. Anyways, hey, Faye, how you doing, BB? Faye, have you heard or seen anything about the basically the next Gamergate / Me Too / whatever the fuck that's been floating around? I think I've been reposting a bunch, but I repost so much shit it's hard to keep up, and that's on me. Basically with I see your fart blurp. I know neither of them are working. None of it's working, Faye. You haven't seen it? So there is a group called Collective Shout, Faye, that is a bunch of feminazis. They're basically just a bunch of angry, fat, ugly, piece of shit Australian Karens. And they are basically making wild claims of rape and incest and other shitty things in games, a bunch of different games, where they provided no evidence, but they made the claim. They have some kind of connection to the payment processors, MasterCard and Visa. And this might affect you, Faye, seriously. Trust me, when it comes to anime waifu porn-esque games, that's not the limit. If VTubers would be next, I guarantee it. But Collective Shout is basically working with payment processors, Visa and MasterCard, to censor things, specifically NSFW, that portray rape and incest and other terrible, bad things. Yet they have provided no evidence for any of those games. And they basically cherry pick and then marginalize and utilize that as their claim, so they could get a big workup. And get the attention of the payment processors. Hold on. There's my music. Okay. And censor it how? Yeah. itch.io and Steam are the first two targets. And itch.io successfully, like, immediately bent the fucking knee and just shadow banned and or straight up delisted games, NSFW games. And I think Steam is doing or has done the same thing. Or they're just on their way. Either way. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, what's really crazy, Faye, is, like, the payment processors are fine with illegal and legal gambling, sales of firearms, illegal and legal prostitution, fucking sex trafficking, and sweatshopping. But fucking VTubers and NSFW video games, that draws the line, dude. That's the line in the sand, bro. So Collective Shout's a piece of shit. And they have to bend the knee? I know. Yep. Yeah, exactly. And Visa and MasterCard are basically duopolies, monopolies, whatever. So they don't have a choice. And Collective Shout is being the trigger to all of this. Even though it's all just hypocrites, dude, and they're just feminazis straight up. Actual feminazis. Women's worst threat in this world is other women. I've been repeating this all day, and it's still true. Yeah, so we've been watching videos on it this morning. I'll play Abiotic in a bit, but I just want people to be more aware of this, because this is actually really fucking important. Because this starts a slippery slope to, oh no, we don't like guns. Oh no, us women, I mean feminists, we don't like boobs anymore, right? We don't like other women anymore, right? And then all that can be removed from games, or the games entirely remove themselves, or the VTubers removed, or the platform removed, etc. So this is extremely slippery, dangerous slope. So I don't know. Collective Shout went private on their X today, so they're definitely getting harassed, and they deserve it, and I hope they die. I don't care about them. They're trash. Australian fucking trash. And chances are they're probably the ones that are doing the rape or incest or beating their children and abusing people, because often it's a projection when it comes to shit like this and these kinds of people in these organizations. It's basically a PETA equivalent, just in the form of feminists, and we've all seen plenty of feminists. So, and you can be a true feminist without saying the word feminist. So anyways, we've been watching videos on that, Faye, and it's like a big deal right now on X and other platforms, and it should be, right? Because this could destroy gaming. Like, this alone could absolutely destroy it, and especially the payment processors in their choices. So hopefully there's lawsuits or something. Legless is the amount of hate and jealousy from the itty bitty titty community. First of all, itty bitty titties are lovely. Secondly, no. I get it, it's a joke, but no, this is from old, angry, Karen-esque moms of the millennial or newer generations, believe it or not. They look like they might be close to my age. So, and it's in Australia of all places, which is, you know, authoritarian and growing. So, big shock, right? Faces, I have big titty because I have big titty. They can kiss my ass. Well, if the payment processor says no, you won't be allowed to be anywhere. So, that's the other problem. Is like, what if they convince the payment processors, oh no, guns bad, right? Explosions bad, boobs bad, right? Showing your shoulder bad, right? This is women that are fucking crazy, and they're basically trying to take us back to the 70s, where Dungeons and Dragons means you worship Satan and you sacrifice people. Take my VTuber, I have an IRL body too. They'll also take that. That's the problem. Jokes aside. But, like, in all seriousness, like, these women are fucking crazy. So, yeah, this might be the next, I don't know. It's a big thing, though, Faye. Please take that. I don't want to pay my mortgage anymore. Joke's on you. They'll leave you alive, so you still have to pay it. Because the payment processors want your money. Sorry. You need a sugar daddy? No, that's not allowed. You can't say those words on the internet because Collective Shout said that's bad. They're gonna find every reason under the sun to hate everything because their life sucks and they want everyone else to be as miserable as they are. Straight up. But yeah, look up some videos on it, dude. I can send you one if you want. It kind of summarizes all of it. It's not. Listen. I apologize in advance, though. The speaker is not the best speaker. He looks like he lives in a waifu simulator every day of his life. He even has the voice. But you know what? At least he went through he read all the stuff. Whatever. I'll send you a link. And you can look at it and, like, look at other links if you want, or just, you know, ignore it. Whatever you want to do, dude. I don't care. Or yeah. Faye, or you could make your own video about it. But I sent I watched the same one like twice today. And then I sent it to, who did I send it to? Kitty. So let me copy that link and I'll send it to you so you know. And honestly, it's just bad, dude. The whole thing looks really bad. And they've made a lot of progress in a short amount of time, which is also bad, which means they have connections, for sure, to the payment processors in some way. You'll be a target if you do. Yeah. I mean, everybody's doing it, so I don't think you'll be that much of a target. But also, don't make your own video if you don't want to. Don't fucking do it. Yeah, it's not, you know, it's probably not worth it. Brett says, will CD Projekt Red go right? Let's remove the sex scenes from Witcher 4. That's what I'm saying, like, I don't know, Pred. Like, this is, Collective Shout is trash. Faces, I can't find anyone that will draw my idea because it's too much. Like, sexually, or just, like, too much detail and, like, animation? I bet Jez would do it. Morm says, yes, worshiping Satan is bad. You know what's funny, Morm? Is like if you go to like a church of Satan or a church of Satan, I don't know how that works, but anyways, they're actually really fucking cool, man. But also, religion in general is just a scam. Doesn't matter who you're worshiping. Anyways, I've met Satanists, and honestly, they're chill, dude. They're down to earth. I found the joke. Thank you, Mom. But yeah, this is basically taking us back to the 70s of, oh, video games make you violent. Video games make you murder. Like, yo, Megalodon Wolfric, thank you so much for the raid. Damn, son. Unfortunately, none of my sounds are working, Mega. And oh, Mecha Break? Nice, dude. Mecha Break looks fucking tight, dude. Why did it shout out you? Jezza, why the fuck did it shout you out? What is going on? Why did it shout out Mega and then it self-shouted out Jezza? What the fuck is that? Oh, Megalodon, how did you find me, dude? That's fucking funny. Mecha Break was fun as fuck. Mecha Break looks good, dude. Mecha Break looks good. It looks very fun, very PvP oriented, which was why I'm like not too crazy about it. Because typically games like that, I play for 2 hours, then I'm done for like a week. But yeah, Mecha Break looks fun as shit. I love that there's a very strong team composition that really, really matters. Like, it is way more tactical than it looks like. He eats your desk? Aw, thank you, Megalodon. It's so sweet of you to raid me, of all people. I appreciate you, dude. And if you're a friend of FaZe, you're a friend of mine, easily. We were just looking at some stuff today. Oh, you were Sharky Box originally. Okay. We've been looking at... Have you heard of Collective Shout? Collective Shout is intrinsically trying to ruin gaming by first nipping away at NSFW games and then saying they don't like other things and getting more shit shadow banned and banned from Steam and itch.io and other websites, one after the other. But we're basically looking at that. And it's a very shitty group with shitty objectives. Oh, hey, that's that same guy from earlier. The JFTC applies a confirmation procedure to Visa for administrative sanctions on a suspicion of violating antitrust laws. Fair Trade Commission announced that the Visa Worldwide PT Limited, the South Asia... Wow. First time the international credit card bans have been subject to administrative sanctions, including Visa, which is the largest company in the nation that boasts the largest market share. Cool way to kill your own company. Oh, genital jousting is fucking wild. Megalodon says I haven't heard of them. It is crazy. It is. It's crazy and it's scary. Because it will disrupt all of gaming. It'll be the most authoritarian thing in gaming you will ever fucking see if they manage to get further. And it's very scary because it's a very slippery slope because they're like, oh no, you know, rape, incest, bad, which we all agree on, but they're listing games that supposedly have that and then providing zero evidence that those games have that, and as far as we know, those games do not have that. So they're just trying to control the image and just get rid of games through payment processors, which, you know, all our payments go through because it's a monopoly/duopoly. And which, if it starts there, don't think it's gonna stop, because people who call themselves feminists are often not actually feminists. What games? Dude, there is a list they have called out. The most recent attack, I forget which game it was called. Was it No Mercy or something like that? Which might be fair. I'm not sure yet. I've never played it. I don't know. But unfortunately, it also affects every other NSFW game. Even like, what is it? Honey Pop or something like that? Honey Bop? Which is the most tame thing I've probably ever seen. But that just goes to show that they're not going to stop. No Mercy deserved it? Okay, good, Warm. Thank you for confirming that. See, that's fair. But then they use that. They cherry pick a single game, and then they try to marginalize that and use that to blanket everything as super bad. Has all the categories. But then they don't provide any evidence. Thank you so much, you great man. I love your face, baby boy! Alerts are busted as shit today, by the way, guys. I'm so sorry. Usually we're really not political in this stream at all, Megalodon. At all. But the thing is, when the politics enter at, like, the video game, like, sphere, our environment, then it's not politics anymore, right? Then it's, like, serious shit. It's things we can control and that we should at least try to influence or assist. Or whatever. Whatever somebody's choice is. And, that's kind of where it's hitting, and that's why people are freaking out on X, Twitter, and oh, this shit is wild hearing it all. It is. It's crazy. And all this happened in like the past couple of weeks. They've gotten this group, the fuck is their name again? Collective Shout. This Collective Shout has gained so much traction so quickly. They probably have some kind of connection to the payment processors. I don't know if there's political shit. I have no idea. But they have some kind of connection with, you know, only less than 1,000 calls, and they've gotten what they wanted, which is bizarre. And they're a bunch of basically feminazis. They're not real feminists, dude. They're bad people. They're like the PETA equivalent. Just hypocritical and just calling for shit while also eating children, you know? They're so full of shit, and there's a lot of projection, you can tell. If you, like, really look closely to their shit, a lot of projection. They're probably beating their own kids while saying, we don't want child abuse in video games, while they beat their child to death. I guarantee it, dude. I guarantee it. But there's a lot of videos online. You should look into it. I think it's really important. Come to your own conclusion. That is also very important for you. And I only say it's important, and I'm not trying to put pressure on no one, but it is immediately in our sphere of this could fuck up your entire gaming and streaming life. And by the way, VTubers would be hot on that fucking list for if you VTube at all. I don't know if you VTube or have VTuber friends, which I'm sure you have VTuber friends. But it'd be hot on that list as the next target. So, and I'm here on my phone as I head back to my grandmother's. Have a good trip to your grandma's and thank you for the raid. And man, I gotta check out your Mecha Break gameplay. I didn't know you streamed either. This is... Oh, I have been following you for like, what the fuck? Why don't I see alerts? That's bullshit. That's alright, we'll fix that in a bit. Oh, Princess, look up there. Arcella No Mercy. It's not even realistic. It's a 3D model visual novel. Oh, I mean, well, I mean, it's more about the content, not necessarily like rendering and stuff, you know? Because Twitch hates everyone. I agree, Faye. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's okay. Twitch doesn't hate everyone as much as Collective Shout does. Mega says I probably just got overshadowed by other people. It's okay. It happens all the time. Oh, no, baby. No, I'll try to catch your stuff next time. I try to keep my lurks up on everyone. I really do. But it is hard. As I get going and I do so many lurks, and then I periodically forget to update it. I need, like, a dedicated, like, laptop or computer that I can just, like, keep up lurks all the time, like, with an auto refresh would be sick. Like, just a server set up to automatically refresh everybody's page would be amazing. Goals, man. I gotta figure that out one day. But yeah, it fucking sucks, man. We're headed down a dark path with this Collective Shout and duopoly of payment processors. And honestly, if anybody else pops up as a payment processor, I'll probably hop ship, like, immediately. Just to not support Visa and MasterCard. Whatever hurts them the most. I don't give a fuck. The
Fair Trade Commission applies a...
Oh, this is about the Fair Trade Commission. Was this... I thought this was Japan, wasn't it? I don't know. Legless says, stream starts, then automatically join streaming, go into lurk mode. God, I would love that. That's going to take, like, a lot of CPU and memory for something, though. To just pop all those up, or just to refresh those at the same time.
Confirmation procedure to Visa
I don't have a PC for that.
administrative sanctions on suspicion of violating antitrust laws. This is huge. Like, this is actually some of the best news we could have gotten from Japan when it comes to the whole Visa, MasterCard payment processor debacle with, you know, Collective Shout as well, kind of raising their voice and people becoming aware of them. This is legitimately incredible news, because what this basically outlines is that Japan's done. They're done with Visa and these other payment processors getting away with, you know, causing other different small businesses within Japan to buckle and bend the knee, shut down operations, everything, all for brand protection. For instance, Visa's brand protection. It's clear that Japan's done with it. And I'm just so glad that we've had back-to-back good news with this, with Yamada Taro getting, you know, elected, and then even seeing another politician, by the way, I want to pull it up here. This is another politician in Japan. Like, here's actually what his page looks like. You can see it for yourself. I'll translate it here. But this is a Japanese politician straight up name-dropping Collective Shout as well. And this happened like a day and a half ago.
Australian-based non-profit, I guarantee their profit, activist organization that campaigns against the objectification of women and sexualization of girls, while they probably do it themselves. Seems like they have a track record of several cancellation cases beyond Steam.
So it's just, Japan has become aware. It's like the Eye of Sauron has now awoken. It is aware of its enemy. And that's basically what has happened here.
God.
It is just insane to see.
Not a good analogy.
That we're finally getting some pushback. Like, this is legit extreme pushback. You have multiple politicians in Japan mentioning this. They are now putting sanctions on Visa. And what's really crazy about this whole article, by the way,
Sauron. I don't know, dude. Just ignore that analogy. It was a bad analogy.
It says, according to the Japanese Fair Trade Commission,
this is
the
Unplayable?
first time that international
Oh, when the politics strike Indy strikes back. Asthma inhaler?
credit card
you,
brands have been
Fuck you.
subjected to administrative sanctions, including Visa, which is the largest company in the industry and boasts the largest market share.
Alright, that's all I can handle of that guy's voice. I'm so sorry. He's driving me nuts, man. But yeah, Collective Shout bad, and anything you guys can do that you can think of to fight back, it might be wise to do so. Whether it's writing a letter or phone calls or fucking messages, whatever, man. Even though they went private on their X because they were probably getting harassed and they fucking deserve it, so. Faces puts my inhaler down. It's okay, baby. But yeah, we're gonna do some Abiotic Factor today. That's enough of that. I just want to make everybody aware of that shit. And you called it X. I go between X and Twitter. Because it is literally both at the same time, so. An Abiotic, we're just gonna farm some shit, or try to farm some shit, before, we're gonna try to farm some shit, before, what's his face? Rios gets on. Which is about 6 o'clock, which is about, like, 5 hours from now, which is, like, a good amount of time to kind of farm some shit. And if anybody else joins... Face it, FBI popped up, and I thought it was an ad, and I was about to get pissed. That's another thing, dude, that really sucks, is, like, the amount of ad injection that Amazon and other companies are doing is fucking crazy. Because they inject more ads to piss you off, which then makes you buy the higher package... So they get more money, and they get money from ads. They're just getting money fucking galore. Like, I fucking hate it, dude. Mormon says, imagine only Abiotic when you should be pre-grounding for Grounded 2. Nah, I don't need a pre-grounded. I've already pre-grounded enough. Trust me, I'm set and good to go. I am excited for Grounded 2, though, and that's the 29th. Is that right, Morm? Monkey Face says, do you want to see my rebrand design idea? I want to see everything you're interested in, Faye. Every picture you take. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, absolutely, dude. I would love to see it. Turn the volume up a smidge. Oh yeah, I never did the Bleak Haven demo or Dreadflats. I need to do those sometime. Those look fucking cool, man. There's so many that I've just missed, unfortunately. All right, while that's cooking, I'm gonna look at Face Thing and go downstairs, come back up, and I'm gonna grab my. I gotta grab some ice for this drink because it's getting kind of warm. Burb. Here we fucking go. Faye, I saw your thingy. That is a lot. That's a lot to draw up. Good luck. Good luck, baby. Is it too much? I mean, I don't think it's too much. I think you just gotta find the right person. There's gotta be someone out there that'll draw all that, but that is a lot of detail. Oops. The villain Fae. I think it's just a lot of intricate detail. But to me, it doesn't come off as, like, too much. I love it. I love the design. For sure. The VTubers a lot. The outfit is like, chill. Oh, little Fae. I wonder, should we, damn, should I restart Steam? We'll just not worry about alerts, and I'll just check on them on occasion. If the, you know what, Jezza, if you're still here, if you want to pin an announcement that all sound alerts are busted, I think that'll be fine. Nobody's gonna read it anyway, but finally passed the days of trash can indie. What do you mean? Oh, my little repo bot. I love the repo bot. You can't pan it on mobile? That's okay. Here we go. I just gotta watch out for the mean sucky monster. She's gonna eat my ass. My ass, titties. Whole ass. Can I just like move this? Alright, equipment. Why don't we give weapons its own bin? Technically, a hammer is not supposed to be used like a weapon.
Sector will be powered down momentarily. If you have not already evacuated the facility, consider this your top priority. Have a wonderful and productive evening.
Jesus Christ, dude. It's like cooking stuff. I think we're in desperate need of organization here. Yeah. Wait, we don't even need this. We don't need the chef stuff. Super unnecessary. We don't need the karate helmet either. It's beneath us. You gonna go fap? Oh, hot Faye. What are you fapping to? Oh, frap. Oh, yeah. Just don't let collective shout catch you. Put you in there, and you, and you. Let's get rid of that one. We don't need that. Now you want a frap? You should get one, baby. Do it.
Hey, how about a few brewskis after work?
Damn. this fucking dude. What's up, Megalodon? What'd you come back to? We're doing Abiotic Factor. I'm just farming a bit. A lot of it before my friend Rios gets on, and then maybe Kaizen, Kemu, whoever else. Is it bad you haven't left the tutorial yet? For what, Legless? Hold on, baby. There's nowhere you can go, Jezza! Do I need to DoorDash you a frap? Do I have to? Don't tempt my unemployed ass. I will do it.
I won't tell the boss.
For this? No, it's not bad at all, Legless. The tutorial's fucking funny. I love the tutorial for this game, man. A DoorDash doesn't come out there? What? That sucks, dude. I guess there's just not enough of like a concentration for that. Why do they do this? What's wrong with them? Nope, need my hammer. I hear her, but where is she?
So I was pumping iron the other day.
Oh my god. She still can't go through the fucking fence. Fuck you! She will give you the bad suck. The worst suck of your life. I thought we had a battery. Oh. Y'all. Wow, does it just drain instantaneously? That's crazy. Plugged in right. Weird. That's funny like this. No, this game's goofy and fun, dude. I think you'll like it a lot. Your game crashed? Wow. Imagine. About to hit level 6 sprinting. Honestly, the leveling goes a lot faster than it used to. I wouldn't worry about it, dude. Dude, I'm gonna fucking level. Oh! That's why it moves fast. They raised the level cap. Shit. Damn. I love that my strength and blunt mastery are like matching each other too.
I won't tell the boss.
Oh, that's cool. Whether you go blunt or sharp, you have a good chance of like insta-killing. Oh, that's where it came from. And you got me on the laptop? Thank you, Megalodon. I appreciate you, BB. Hell yeah, I appreciate that transfer, Mega. Man, the headlamp is so much better than it was. We just doing basic shit, nothing too fancy. Let me do this.
Attention, this sector is under precautionary security measures. Please remain in place and wait for security assistance.
Don't any of that shit. I'm gonna scrap those. I didn't know you could scrap it for that though. That's kind of rad. Shotgun really fucking sucks in this game, sadly. Yeah, that's fine. Organize some shit. Yeah, that's empty. Why? Weird. Get rid of these stupid desks that Rio's placed. Classic fucking Rio's. But now I don't like this game. Sits in a corner pouting. Oh my god, shut up. He's so silly. Just a silly little banana. Honestly, I don't like these chairs. We're getting rid of them. Yeah, we're just gonna do like mundane shit. Clean up the base, maybe move some stuff. I don't know, dude. Maybe make it easier to move later. I think would be really important to do because I think we're about to move the base elsewhere. Can I make... I really want to make this, but I need a jailbroken CPU, which is pain. I mean, I could try. It's just these robots are really scary. We definitely need more capacitors, too. We need a lot of stuff, honestly. Now, this is a heavy weapon. Fuck heavy weapons. Unless they fixed it. I don't know, man. We definitely want to make this. Raw XR heart. We need a memory brick, which needs a projection matrix, which needs optical lenses. What a lot of stuff we need, man. Where's the thing I'm looking? Oh no. Well, I probably don't need the keypad hacker. I'm probably fine. There it is. I want this. We need 2 reinforced planks. Oh yeah, we can make plenty of those. That's at least 4 more of these fucking things. Which is probably plenty for now. Oh shit, that's in 30 minutes? Oh fuck, okay. I do have a quick meeting at 2 p.m. apparently that I almost forgot about. I don't know if this is the right shirt for it, but it probably won't matter. So, I'm gonna use it anyway. That's good enough, I think. Can we, Oh, you motherfucker. Oh my god, the little dude's here. I like that he just randomly shows up, dude. He's great. There we go. That's fine. It's a little off, but like maybe nobody will notice. I really need to break it down because we get a lot of equipment. I think 1 ammo bin, 2 weapon bins, and 3 equipment bins might be like a necessity. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Dude, what if I included you guys on my meeting at 2 today? My little soft interview. What if I just secretly included you? That'd be fucking wild. I will not do that, though. They will not like that. Let's do, hey, little buddy. Oh, God. Now I gotta figure out where to place everything else. The problem is I got a bunch of shit here. I gotta move that. Oh. I gotta know. Yeah, we should have done the aisles in all of these sideways. Fuck! Yeah. Let's get rid of that. Oh yeah, I should definitely make bunk beds in this wall too. Dude, we're gonna make a crazy bunk bed, which I don't know if that's gonna work, but it's gonna be really funny to find out. Can I like move this? I cannot. Fuck me, dude. It's fine. How do I, like... Oh, yeah, I can drop him so fast. I love that. Don't you fucking do it, dude. You stay down there, you little shit. Nom's the desk. I'm waiting for him. He's gonna do it. A little shit. This is gonna be a nightmare to reorganize, and I swear to fucking God, if anybody fucks it up, I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna eject them from the server so goddamn fast. I think we just need those 2 lanes free for now. So let's get our containers here. So we can either A, put one here, and here. Yeah, I think that's enough room in between, right? There you go. Oh, I haven't built those yet, so I can't do that. That's enough to see the words and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's fine. That should be okay. Well, now I have to, yeah. Yeah, she's flown in. We're good. You know, is that monomer? I love some monomer, man. Halt, thought! Do not go beyond this point. Your services are not needed here. She will shred me, man. Oh, you know what? I'll be right back. Let me restart OBS, okay? Huh. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with that. What's up, Megalodon? Welcome back. Welcome back, BB. No, I had a quick little outage. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I restarted OBS and the sounds still aren't working. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. He's fucking nuts, mate. Have I tried going to the sound alert site? What do you mean? As far as I know, it's working for everybody else, just not me. And I think it's my OBS. Which I think it was working yesterday. Yeah, it was... Oh, that was 2 days ago. Okay. Little know. Pretty even. Sometimes it's because it logs out and you have to sign back in. Alright, I can try it. Why not? I mean, it's everything though. Like, it's Blurp. It's Streamlabs and stuff. Hold on. One sec. Okay. What in the fuck, dude? Okay, something's very wrong. Yeah. Oh, fuck me, dude. I think I'm gonna have to restart. I'll be back in a few